course it was a package from my mom's friend yet again. My mom's friend, the user. Come here, Omar. Up. Come on, up. Up. So, of course it was her, and it's really heavy too. My mom's getting angrier and angrier. It's easy for that woman. She was living with somebody, because I would say to Mom, why does she have to get all her mail here? I don't understand. Oh, she doesn't trust where she's living, and I know, but come on, Mom. You shouldn't be responsible. What if it does get stolen? Just because this is quote-unquote a safe neighborhood doesn't mean someone can't be driving through it, you know, and see this many packages, you know what I mean? It'd be easy. And just because, you know, and then one went missing, and then the woman was nicely blaming my mom, like, you sure you didn't give her whatever? It shouldn't be my mom's responsibility. You understand? It shouldn't. And my mom understands that. That's why she said to me the other night when we were watching the movie Now Is Good, you know, she's like, well, she was saying all kinds of stuff. Omar was hacking, and then she's like, I don't want anything to happen to Omar, and I don't want you to leave me, Lord. I don't want to be manipulated and all this crap. You understand, my mom has a really big heart. Fortunate for me, my mother has a really big heart. She helped save my sorry-ass life when I was in LA, you know. Good to me behind being this bad. But whatever. Helped save it financially. So the aunt's sitting there, you know, and of course from her perspective, why does my mom see friends? She has other friends, whatever, yeah. But they're not mentally ill. And that's what I get, that my aunt will never get. Neither of my aunts, no one in my family will ever get, okay? My mom has a lot of compassion for these people who the outside world will look at and say, why are you even friends with them, you know? Because they're like her. And she thinks about how she's been rejected. And remember, the aunt who has cancer, before she had cancer, and I already put this out on videos because I was furious. My mom's brutally honest poem, Story of the Mentally Ill, that my mom wrote. Oh, and she wanted to be in section 2 more times after she wrote the poem. But, you know, she's been sectioned, you know, into a nut house, in and out of nut houses since she was, you know, 32 and I was 10, okay? So nobody else in my family has, including me. So we don't understand what my mom's gone through. These friends that I don't particularly care for, and the sad thing is neither my mom doesn't particularly care for them. The one who's getting all these packages here and who's really manipulated my mom in the past when I was still in LA, and I learned this firsthand from my aunt just a couple days ago. But my aunt says, just drop these friends, and I say the same thing. And my mom's like, I can't do that. And then my mom was putting her foot down. Well, I'm like, because you're not coming over here. But she hurt her feelings telling her friend she can't come over here and get her packages. But like I said, we don't want the woman here. My mom's smart enough to know, because the woman is a leech. She's a moocher. She has no money. She spends all her money and then wants to borrow money from everybody. I learned this from my aunt. And the reason she has no money is because she has serious shopaholic problems, okay? She gets packages all the time. 4 packages filled up my mom's below the mailbox Friday. And then decided to send the money 3 days later, or Thursday or Friday, 3 or 4 days later, 7 packages, 7, all for this woman sitting on the steps, okay? 2 yesterday, 1 today. It never stops. And I know it's hard when you have a friend, you don't want to hurt their feelings, and especially if she sees her in church. But the woman won't even let my mom have the convenience of bringing, you believe? My mom has, but 7, 11, 12, but 14 packages for this woman now. My mom wanted to bring them to church before. No, I don't want anyone to know I'm getting my mail at your house. So is that fucking insane? But, oh, God. Of course I wish my mom would just drop these people. They're no good for her. My mom even said about this woman, she makes me nervous. Then why do you stay friends with her? Well, I have to, Laura. I see her in church, and I see her at the place my mom's at now for the mentally ill, and da-da-da, whatever. Oh. But this is the story of the mentally ill, stuck away in hospitals against their will. Beaten and abused, lost and confused, they roam these hills, lost and lonely. waiting for a kind word from staff or family. I know, because it happened to me. It doesn't matter if you have wealth. It doesn't matter if you have a bad health. Rich or poor is the same. You see, all you get is a look of pity. I used to know this by heart. It's my mom's poem, by the way. She foolishly decided to share it with the aunt who has cancer. Remember, this is when I was never going to see any of these people again, okay? Because remember, I wasn't supposed to nearly die in LA. I wasn't supposed to be here with Omar. Nothing. Omar and I shouldn't even made it here. We should both be fucking dead. Right, Omar? Dead. Dead. Mama struggled to stay alive just so nothing would happen to you. Like you were 4 pounds, 22 pounds of pug in a 4-pound carrier, lugging it around. Jeez. I don't know how I did it, but anyway. My mom shared that poem with her sister back when the sister didn't have cancer. Remember, nobody in my family has ever been sectioned in that house, including... I'm sorry, that's not true. One aunt has, but she was a goner. She was a lost cause back when I was just a little girl. She's been a lost cause her entire life. She's just a lost cause, period. She's had, the what do you call it, electric shock treatments and everything else. She's just gone. She's the oldest, and poor woman, but I'm sorry, just the normal ones around here, the ones I knew, because I didn't know my other aunt either, and I think she was probably in mental hospital sometimes, but and they had different fathers, and the only one who escaped the quote-unquote mental illness was the aunt who now has cancer. I can vouch for the fact she's not mentally ill. She was, she was the normal one. She was once somebody I considered one of my best friends. She was my second mother when my mom was locked up. But my mother shares that poem with her beloved sister, and the sister looks at her and says, mental hospitals aren't like that. Who the fuck do you think you are telling my mother what she has or has not experienced in her life? Okay? Now,